Social media. Is it an addiction or a career? That is the question.
Europe girls don't wear bras. If you run into me on the street, say hi, I'll have a tampon for you.
I am mentally ill, that I'm a predator. It actually might help you do your job better just to see how unwell I am in these videos. La, 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 la. Why can't Dylan just be a feminine man? And why can't, you know, some women be masculine women? I'm the first one to believe anything. I'm the first one to join a cult. Like, if somebody's jumping off a cliff, I'm going with them. I'm the first one to join a cult.
Hello, everyone. If you are a new viewer, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. On my channel, I do deep dives, I do social commentary, I talk about trending topics, I talk about politics on occasion, and in this specific video, I want to talk about Dylan Mulvaney again. I was actually doing research for an entirely different video where I was going to be discussing the Bud Light controversy, and as I was scrolling through Dylan's Instagram page, I actually noticed a pattern of behavior, and I had an epiphany. Well, in a previous video that I did a few months ago, I discussed why I don't believe that Dylan Mulvaney is actually trans, and is simply a fame whore who is exploiting the trans identity for fame and fortune. And this video is further building upon that hypothesis. I do very much believe that Dylan Mulvaney is a fame chaser. Just look at this Instagram post from 2012. Or Dylan's appearance on The Price is Right.
You got it! Dylan's a winner! Dylan's a winner! Dylan, nice job, man.
So what exactly is it that I discovered?
Booby drum roll.
Dylan Mulvaney is obsessed with fame. And more specifically, obsessed with Audrey Hepburn. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, no shit, Sherlock. Like, anyone who has any knowledge of who Dylan Mulvaney is, they know that when Dylan Mulvaney did their face reveal, they styled their video in the style of Audrey Hepburn. They dressed like Audrey Hepburn. They dressed like Audrey Hepburn to the Grammys. This is nothing new.
I just felt like a princess. It feels very like 2023 Audrey Hepburn.
But I don't think this is as simple as a trans person who is paying homage to Audrey Hepburn. It's much deeper than that. I actually think that Dylan is trying to be Audrey Hepburn. I don't think that Dylan Mulvaney transitioned because they wanted to become a woman. I think Dylan Mulvaney transitioned because Dylan Mulvaney wants to be Audrey Hepburn. And to prove my point, I have evidence of Dylan's obsessive behavior when it comes to Audrey Hepburn. Number one, Dylan's Instagram posts prior to transition and prior to fame. So on February 12th, Dylan shared a photo to Instagram with his feet standing on the Hollywood Walk of Fame over Audrey Hepburn's star. In May of 2013, he posted this photoshopped image comparing himself to Audrey Hepburn. In September of 23, a teenage Dylan posts a picture, presumably in his room, and in the back you can clearly see there is a poster of Audrey Hepburn. August 2013, Dylan shares a photo of himself watching Breakfast at Tiffany's, an iconic movie that stars Audrey Hepburn. And you'll notice that as Dylan has become more popular as a trans person, Dylan has more and more started to take on the persona of Audrey Hepburn.
40 of being a girl, and I am living my Audrey Hepburn fantasy. Introducing Dylan Mulvaney. Oh, Dill.
That's weird.
Even some of the most inconspicuous photos of Audrey Hepburn, Dylan managed to replicate. And And so this brings me to the second reason why I don't think Dylan simply transitioned to be a woman. He's transitioned to be Audrey Hepburn. And the second reason is because if you look at the surgery that Dylan had surgery to look like Audrey Hepburn.
What she had done.
I had a hairline advancement, a brow bone shave, a rhinoplasty, minor cheek enhancement, a little lip lift, a jaw shave, a chin reduction, and a tracheal shave. Oh my! That was a mouthful.
Take a look at Dylan's nose. This is what Dylan's nose looked like before the surgery. This is what Dylan's nose looks like now. Now look at Audrey Hepburn. Can you see the similarities in the noses? And if you look at Dylan's eyebrows, I never understood this. Whenever I see videos of Dylan, like Dylan looks like this. Like...
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay.
What the hell is even that?
I can't even do it. Like, the eyebrows are so lifted, it looks weird. And I thought, why would somebody do that? Like, that's not facial feminization. That's just a brow lift. Like, women don't have eyebrows like that. Like, yes, there are women who do have eyebrows like that, but that's not a feminine feature. I don't think Dylan needed to change their eyebrows to look more feminine. I think there was other things, yes.
He look like a man.
But not the eyebrows. But when you look at it, the eyebrows were done to look like Audrey Hepburn's eyebrows, not just like a woman's eyebrows, specifically like Audrey Hepburn's eyebrows. Dylan is obsessed. And I think there are people who think that Dylan Mulvaney is just paying homage to Audrey Hepburn, is just paying homage to fashion from that era. And yes and no. Yes, that's what Dylan's doing, but more specifically, Dylan has shown that he is obsessed with Audrey Hepburn and has been obsessed with Audrey Hepburn for the last 10 years. Normally, if you saw someone who was so obsessed with a celebrity that they had surgery to look like them, you would think that that person was not of sound mind. However, Dylan is being celebrated for that and a lot of other questionable behavior. I'm not a psychologist. No shit, Sherlock, okay? And neither is ChatGPT, but I went onto ChatGPT and I typed in this question. This is what I asked ChatGPT. I said, is it a psychological disorder if someone is obsessed with embodying a specific celebrity? And this was the answer that ChatGPT gave me.
Are you serious?
Yes. An obsession with embodying a specific celebrity may be a symptom of a psychological disorder. This behavior is called celebrity worship syndrome or pathological celebrity worship, which is a condition in which a person becomes fixated on a celebrity to the point that it interferes with their daily life and relationships. Individuals with celebrity worship syndrome may feel a strong desire to emulate the celebrity's appearance, mannerisms, and behaviors. They may spend a significant amount of time and resources trying to achieve this, such as by undergoing plastic surgery or imitating the celebrity's speech and gestures. In extreme cases, celebrity worship syndrome may be a symptom of a larger mental health condition, such as borderline personality disorder or obsessive-compulsive disorder. These conditions can cause a person to have an unstable sense of self and engage in compulsive or obsessive behaviors. If a person's obsession with embodying a specific celebrity is causing distress or interfering with their daily life, they may benefit from seeking the advice of a mental health professional.
Stop it. Get some help.
Do with that information what you will, but it does seem like Dylan has something going on. Well, you might say that if Dylan has transitioned to look like Audrey Hepburn, doesn't that mean that Dylan is therefore trans and therefore has gender dysphoria if he is obsessed with Audrey Hepburn? And I will say no, those are two separate things. Someone who is experiencing gender dysphoria, sincerely gender dysphoria, will have anxiety about their biological characteristics. For example, a male who is experiencing gender dysphoria will literally have anxiety about their male parts, for example, their penis, and will not feel comfortable, accentuating or showcasing their male genitalia. However, time and time again, we've seen that Dylan has no problem doing this.
I have some options here. Number one, you can stop wearing clothes that fit like this. Number two, I can do a tuck, which is going to have to be a whole other video, but it's very painful and involved Or number three, I just normalize it.
Dylan also has no problem posting videos to social media with a 5 o'clock shadow. And quite honestly, I think Dylan does that on purpose because those videos get more clicks and views, which makes Dylan more money. So no, I don't think that Dylan is truly trans or that impersonating Audrey Hepburn therefore means that he has some kind of dysphoria. Being obsessed with a celebrity is just that, being obsessed with a celebrity. And it has nothing to do with dysphoria. It is simply an idolization of a famous person. It just so happens that the individual that Dylan Mulvaney is obsessed with is a female, and so he is essentially cross-dressing as Audrey Hepburn, and then even went so far as to have cosmetic surgery to look like Audrey Hepburn. I personally don't think that Dylan Mulvaney has ever had gender dysphoria, maybe a personality disorder, maybe borderline personality disorder. I'm no doctor. I do not know. I'm speculating. But what do you guys think about what I've said in this video? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. If you're not already following me on Instagram, you can find me at NissCee.Social on Instagram. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel and you've already watched at least 2 videos, please don't hit it and quit it. Wife me up. Hit the subscribe button. And if you would like to support this video in the algorithm, don't forget to hit the like button. If you agree that Dylan Mulvaney is just impersonating Audrey Hepburn and has some strange obsession, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you would like to see the other video where I discuss all of the reasons that I don't believe that Dylan is truly trans, you can check that video out after this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.